check Oscar's clear reactive.
There we go. All set.
Brampton traffic, Foxtrot Charlie Victor Hotels crossing overhead the field to do a bit, to join a mid downwind for 15, full stop.
Brampton Unicom, Papa Quebec Uniform, requesting for a radio check on com 1.
Trend 5, active 15.
Brampton Unicom, Papa Quebec Uniform, requesting for a radio check on com 2.
512, have a good flight.
Thank you.
Taxi lights. And let's adjust volume. And oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
1 2 1 2, good.
Charlie Victor
Test 1 2.
Join a mid downwind for
Test 1 2. Good. There. Okay. Then we'll test the brake.
Yep.
East of Highway 10 going north at 2,400 feet over Calendar.
Good. And back to 1,000. And taxi. Back to 1.
A bit power back, power back, power back, power back. We're way too fast. And we're taxiing over parking spaces now.
Oh, right.
So keep it parallel, okay?
Okay. I was just thinking, I have all this room for more seats.
No, get in the habit of taxiing
Okay.
properly in between parking spots.
Okay.
The traffic, Foxtrot Charlie Victor Hotels turning base 15.
And remember, you don't need any brakes right now.
Nope.
So 0 brakes, no
Heels
brakes.
to the floor.
Only no, not heels to the floor, but just use those heels.
Yeah,
push the pedals.
that's what I'm doing, is just like
Yeah.
keeping off the...
Yeah.
Brampton traffic, Foxtrot Charlie Victor Hotel turning final 15, full stop.
And
Right, let's give them some time to. I think they're going to go into the far left corner. So what we could do is go into this corner here.
the wind there.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to go in this corner.
Yeah, sure. We're probably going to finish our checks before them, so.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, he's a multi. Probably got more work to do.
Double the engines.
Okay. And brakes set at 1,000. Set, throttle 1,000. Engine in the green. Fuel selector both. Mixture full rich. Throttle 18.
Brampton traffic, Golf Hotel X-ray uniform is over the Calvin gravel pits, 2,400 inbound turnaround procedure for mid-left downwind 15.
Okay. And mixture check. Yep. Suction green. Magnetos check. Yep. Good. Less than 100 RPM. Yep. And carpet on. Light drop. And throttle back to idle. Good. And carpet off. And a rise. Good. Mixture ground link for taxi. And we're going to check the radio. Brampton Unicom, Oscar Zulu Delta, request radio check.
Trend 5 active 15.
active is 15, Oscar Zulu Delta, thank you.
Alright, so before we get onto that, let me show you something. So you
Okay.
see all these circuit breakers?
Yep.
What's this circuit breaker for?
Alternate static, maybe? Pull off?
Does it use electricity, the alternate static?
No.
Oh, so it couldn't be the alternate static, right?
Okay.
What else is alt?
Oh, alternator.
Exactly.
Okay.
So have a look at this. You have the ammeter here showing the amount of current going to their battery from the alternator.
Right.
Now, try to pull the alternator switch and see what happens to that.
It goes negative. A little bit. Yep. It's gone down.
Yeah, so
And
push
now
in.
it's positive again.
Exactly. So what that means is how much battery is, or how much the battery is charging or draining. So right now it's pretty much full battery, and the alternator is just maintaining it, right?
Yes.
And if you pull this out, that tells me that the battery is being discharged now.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep, got it.
Awesome.
Okay, now I thought half of the red switch was the alternator.
That's actually the switch to disconnect it.
Yeah.
So this is like a circuit breaker to disconnect it, and this one is to, if we do this, it does the same thing.
So it is, but this is the circuit breaker that's in serial with the switch.
Exactly. It's like your house. You have a light switch and also a circuit breaker for the lights.
Right.
Good.
Okay, then we'll do our before takeoff checks. Engine instruments green, trim set for takeoff. And avionics and nav aids all set. Fuel quantity sufficient. Fuel selector on both. Doors and windows closed. Heat packs erect. Carb heat is off. Primer is in and locked. And master is on. And magnetos on both. And quadrant friction is set. And takeoff briefing. This is going to be a normal takeoff on runway 15 for the circuit. If we have a power engine failure on the runway, we will close the throttle and apply full brake. If we have an engine failure after takeoff, we will establish best glide speed of 65 knots, maintain directional control, and land on the remainder of the runway. If there's insufficient runway, we will land on the field to the south.
Very good.
Okay.
Engine failure off final, slant final 15.
Brampton traffic, Bravo Foxtrot Kilo is at 2,300 feet, overhead to Callaghan gravel pits, just heading south to Brampton.
Alright, should have enough room there.
Yep.
Yeah, we're clear on the right, no worries.
Up and slow down. And here we go. Nice jogging pace.
Very good. Ah, the smell of avgas.
Fasten this belt. Loose.
It's... You want me to take control for a sec?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. It's locked now.
Brampton traffic.
Thank you. I have
Yeah.
control.
Good, you have control.
The airport, transitioning northbound east of Highway 10 to Orangeville. Traffic Hotel Hotel X-ray uniform is 1 mile.
Whoa, look at that.
West of the field.
Yeah, they're doing a forward slip.
Right.
He said he was just practicing an engine failure.
Yes.
Brampton traffic, Hotel Sierra Kilo is 2400 over Inglewood. We are inbound to join mid-left downwind 415.
I think we're clear.
Yep, we'll come to a full stop anyway.
Yep.
At runway checks.
Yep. At runway, controls correct.
Radio check, over.
Strength 5 active 15.
Okay. Flaps set for takeoff.
November uniform Echo.
Flight instruments
15,
set.
radio check on 2, over.
5 on 2.
And there. There. And we're on 3-3. And lights, landing, nav beacon, mixture full rich.
Brampton traffic, Hotel X-ray uniform is overhead
Time.
1900 to join the mid-left.
12:39. Time.
Brampton traffic, Echo Papa Quebec, cleared deactive.
Transponder.
Brampton traffic, Bravo Foxtrot Kilo 2,400 feet over
There
the
it is.
town of
There we
Inglewood.
go. And let's see,
Coming in
nobody
midwest downwind
there.
15.
Okay. Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta is lining up on 15 for the circuit.
Brampton traffic, Hotel X-ray X-ray uniform, joining mid-left downwind 15. I need traffic base or final call, Hotel X-ray uniform.
And we'll check the wind here.
Take your time, don't rush it. A bit slower, I'd like.
Okay, there we go. And we're lined up.
Okay, back in.
And wind is from the left. So we go like this.
Sure, you want to wait?
Okay, and away we go.
Yeah, go ahead. We're fine.
And more right rudder.
Brampton traffic, Hotel X-ray uniform, simulated engine failure.
And engine instruments in the green.
Full stop 1.
Hold that throttle.
Airspeed is coming alive. And
Bit up.
rotate.
Yeah.
There we go. And good climb attitude. And airspeed.
Okay, good.
Good.
You noticed we had a little bit of nose down trim on the takeoff.
Yeah.
Our right wheel actually got airborne
Final 1.
before we got to 55.
Oh man, it's gonna be a crazy day.
Why?
Oh, that's the bumpiness.
Hotel Kilo is over the field at 800, joining left downwind for 15.
Oh, 1-2, checking. Okay, good.
Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta on crosswind for 315.
Almost 3-3.
Yeah.
Brampton traffic, November Echo Zulu is over the cattle gravel pits 2,500 feet. Inbound turn overhead, mid downwind.
He's over the field there, right?
Yep.
Brampton traffic, Hotel Sierra Kilo, turning left downwind for 15.
Oh. They're turning downwind too?
Yeah, they're just mid-left downwind. So we'll call that we're turning downwind too.
Right. Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta turning downwind for 15.
You have them in sight there?
Brampton traffic, Papa Quebec uniform is taking position at runway 15 for departure
Just
to the
below the
north.
horizon over there.
Yeah.
The traffic where Fox
No
Kilo
conflict.
is now currently overhead the field for runway 15. We'll be joining mid-left downwind 15.
Brampton traffic, Hotel X-ray uniform, down clear.
Do you have the aircraft over the field? Directly just behind to the left?
Just behind to the left.
There.
Oh yeah, I see them. Yeah. They're right behind us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brampton traffic, Hotel Sierra Kilo is turning base for 15.
Oh, they're turning base for 15. There they are.
Yep. Good.
Okay, so we'll wait.
Yeah. What can you do now?
Downwind checks, engine instruments in the green, circuit breakers in, lights on, carpet on, mixture rich, fuel selector on both,
And what about those 10 degrees of flaps?
and 10 degrees
Brampton
of
traffic,
flaps.
November Echo Zulu is over Inglewood 2,100 feet, descending, crossing overhead for the mid downwind 15.
And there they go.
Yeah.
Brampton traffic, Bravo Fox Kilo established on downwind 15.
Okay, we can start turning
Okay.
too.
And slow down. Extended
Brampton
downwind.
traffic, Hotel Sierra Kilo turning final for 15.
Aircraft on final. Do you mind if we take position for 15?
Go ahead.
Okay. And 20 degrees flaps. Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta's on base for 15.
Brampton traffic, November Uniform Echo taking position on runway 15 for takeoff. Join
November uniform echo taking position.
That was bold. They asked them if they could take position. The guys are like halfway on their final already.
Yeah.
You know, I would have said negative.
No. Yeah, I would too.
See, that's pretty dangerous now, right?
Yeah.
Brampton traffic, Bravo Fox Kilo turning left base, runway 15.
No, left base is behind us.
Yeah, I was
That's
just saying
just-
there's more traffic there.
Oh, that's the guy with the canards.
Yep.
You know, the delta wing.
Yep. 30 degrees. And we should be okay.
Yep.
Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta is on final for 15, number 2, touch and go.
Very good.
Brampton traffic, November Echo Zulu is overhead the field at 1.9 for the mid downwind 15.
Now, we got a wind from there.
Yeah.
Brampton traffic, Papa Quebec uniform is departing the circuit with a left-hand turn now, climbing to 2,400, heading northbound.
Brampton traffic, Bravo Foxtrot Kilo is turning final for 15, number 3, full correction. We'll be doing a low and over Brampton.
November Echo Zulu turning mid downwind.
That's not a good idea if we're doing a touch and go.
Yeah.
And they're going to do a low and over. I would say negative.
Nah, it's okay. We'll keep them. Just focus on landing now.
Yeah.
Aircraft number 2 on landing is Oscar Zulu Delta. We're a short final. We're doing a touch and go. Just watch out for us on the low and over.
Roger, Bravo Foxtrot Kilo. Hotel Kilo clearly active.
November Echo Zulu turning left base for 15 Brampton.
Alright, so hold it off now. Bleed that airspeed.
There we go.
Okay, flaps coming up.
Brampton traffic, November Uniform Echo, joining correction, turning left downwind for runway 15. Touch and
Airspeed
go.
is coming alive, and there we go. Oh, what a crosswind.
Yeah.
November Echo Zulu turning final 15 Brampton, number 2, full stop. Brampton Unicom, Golf Delta Echo Quebec, advisory.
Active 15.
Thank you.
Yeah, right attitude. And how are they doing behind us?
They're good.
Okay.
No problem.
Sometimes I wish we had a rear view mirror.
Yeah. That would be helpful.
Yep. Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta turning crosswind for 15.
Let's have a look behind us. You see them?
Yep,
Very good.
got him.
Brampton traffic, Bravo Foxtrot Kilo overshooting runway 15.
Don't pull the power back until you're level and you accelerate it.
I'm level.
Brampton traffic, November Uniform Echo, turning left base for runway 15.
Okay. Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta's on downwind for 15. And there we go.
Good.
Right at
Brampton traffic,
99.
Hotel X-ray uniform, lining up 15 for circuit.
Engine instruments in the green,
November Echo Zulu
masters
clearly
on,
active Brampton.
magnetos on both, primers locked, circuit breakers in, lights on.
Brampton traffic, Golf Tango Zulu forward grille pitch, heading south to Brampton for landing.
And there we go, retrimmed a bit.
Okay. So that last landing was quite nice, but try to even get
Brampton
even
traffic,
more.
November Uniform Echo, turning
Because
left
that time we
for
landed on
final,
all
runway
3
15,
wheels.
touch and go, number 1.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So that last time we kind of landed on all 3 wheels.
Traffic, Bravo Foxtrot Kilo turning
So I want a
downwind
bit
15.
more nose up, okay?
Okay. And 10 degrees.
Hotel X-ray uniform, rolling 15.
And we'll wait till we pass.
Yep. Just when he's on our wing, we'll start turning.
Yep.
What about here?
And right there.
Perfect.
Papa Quebec uniform is currently overhead the Calden gravel pits at 2,400 feet, heading northbound towards Breakfast area. Changing frequencies.
Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta's on base for 15. And there we go. And look out for traffic there.
Yep.
Nope.
Looks clear.
Yep. And we're quite a ways, so we'll keep a little more power.
Very good. That's the circuit considerations.
Yep.
Good.
And we have a crosswind from the east, so we'll start turning now.
Brampton traffic, Hotel X-ray uniform, turning downwind to 15.
Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta's on final for 15, number 2. Touch and go. There we go.
Brampton traffic, Bravo Foxtrot Kilo turning left base, runway 15.
Actually not a bad day.
Yeah.
The final is pretty steady, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go.
It's either not a bad day or you're getting better.
Just getting better.
Yeah.
Brampton traffic, Go Tango Juliet over in Gulwood 2500. We'll join overhead the field for 16.
And he's clear.
Good.
Brampton traffic, Bravo Foxtrot Kilo turning final 15, number 2, full stop.
Oh. And there we go.
Okay, hold it, hold it.
Brampton traffic, Hotel X-ray uniform, turning base
There,
15, full
That's
stop number 3.
There we go.
Rudder.
And stay on the center and full power.
Yeah, flaps are coming
And
up.
away we go. Now there I was trying to focus more on the rudder and not go off the center line like I did last time.
Yeah.
So it's like dividing my attention between more flare, but also don't go in the ditch.
It's like 50-50.
On the radio, Golf Delta, Quebec.
I think I struck a decent balance.
from Echo, turning left downwind for runway 15, touch and go.
Oh, sorry, say again?
I think I struck a fair
Brampton traffic,
balance.
Hotel X-ray uniform, turning final 15, number 2, full stop.
You see that aircraft there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Brampton Unicom, Golf, India, Juliet, Oscar, for radio check.
And we'll wait till he passes.
Yep.
Thank you, India, Juliet, Oscar.
There we go. Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta is on crosswind for 15.
What do you think? Do you want to try engine failure in the circuit?
Brampton traffic, Golf Delta, Quebec is approaching Inglewood. We'll join overhead the field for 15.
Let's do one more flare, and then we'll do that.
Sounds good.
And some traffic, Go Tango Juliet is now overhead the field. We'll join mid-left downwind behind the traffic on the downwind.
Okay, behind. Good.
Traffic, Bravo Foxtrot Kilo, down and clear on 15.
Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta is on downwind for 15.
And Oscar Zulu Delta, keep an eye for traffic that's joining from overhead the field, just ahead of you.
Yeah, we have you inside if you want to turn in earlier now.
There we go. And engine instruments in the green. Masters on, primer lock, night views on both, circuit breakers in, lights on, fuel selector on both, car peak on, aircraft in sight.
Very good.
Brampton traffic, November uniform Echo, turning left base for runway 15, touch and go. Number 1.
Okay, he's turning left base. So we'll stay behind him. And we can add 10 degrees here. And there he is.
Yeah, there's 2 aircraft there, right?
Yep.
One there, and one guy right over there. He's behind him.
Yep.
Just above the horizon now, is he?
Go Tango Juliet, turning left base 15.
Okay, we'll get in...
November uniform, correction, Brampton traffic, November uniform Echo, turning left final for 15, touch and go. Number 1.
And we'll wait till they both pass.
Traffic, Hotel X-ray uniform, down and clear 15.
Yeah.
And there he goes. Oh, and we'll
Go Tango
turn.
Juliet, turning final number 215.
And 20 degrees. Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta is on base for 15.
You see him?
Oh, yeah, I see him. I'll get behind him there.
Yeah.
Up here,
Yeah, that's all
nobody
clear.
else.
Just watch that airspeed. We want 70, right?
Yep.
So add that power.
Brampton traffic, Golf Delta Echo Quebec. We'll join mid downwind for runway 15.
And there we go, 70. And we can start turning right here. And don't bank too much.
Okay, establish on that final first.
Final, 30 degrees. And we're established, so now we can call.
Yep.
Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta's on final for 15, number 3, touch and go. Yeah, I think 1, 2, yeah, we're number 3.
We are.
Good. Didn't lose count. And we like to come in steeper.
Yes.
There we go. Oh.
Brampton traffic, Golf Delta Echo Quebec, downwind 15.
And we have to wait for him to clear.
Yep.
We might have to overshoot if he's not.
Yep, just do a good approach, focus on that, and keep in mind the overshoot procedure.
Yep. And I think he's going to make it.
Yeah, I think he'll be clear.
Yep, yep. And here we go.
A bit more up. Perfect.
Yeah, nice.
Flaps going up.
Horn.
Very nice.
Yeah. And engine instruments in the green.
Brampton traffic, Golf Delta Quebec, left base for 15.
And rotate. There. And brakes.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
All right, I have control here?
You have control?
Right, so you want to practice some of those, so first of all, that was nice.
Yep.
Just at the very, very end, to make it even smoother, apply a bit more.
Bit more,
okay?
yeah.
You felt it was a little bit kind of rough, but we landed on our main wheels first.
Yep.
Good. So, you want to try some of the engine failure?
Yep.
What's our best glide speed?
Echo turning left downwind, runway 15.
Exactly, 65.
Yep.
So whenever we have an engine failure, the first thing we do is we pitch for 65 knots.
Yeah, Brampton traffic, Golf Delta Echo Quebec, final is 15, full stop.
And I'll do the first one. I'll show you how what it looks like, and then you'll try one again after that. Okay?
Okay.
And first thing is we establish.
Golf Tango Juliet.
Go ahead.
We establish 65 first.
Thing, my oil temperature gauge has failed.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll pitch for 65 first. If we even if we're flying at about 80, I'm going to pitch up to get 65. That gives us a little bit more that altitude, right?
Yeah.
And then the power is back. The next thing is we judge our gliding. We extend a little bit out, do a circle around. Do a circle around, and then we come in to land. Again, our aim point, we want the numbers. And then we use flaps to make it steeper if we need to, okay?
Yep.
These are like a toolbox in our shed.
Yep.
Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta is turning left downwind for 15. Okay. I'm going to slow down a little bit because NUE's in front of us and I want them to clear before. Typically, we can have an engine failure at any point.
Brampton traffic from Echo turning left base, runway 15, full stop.
But typically when we practice them, we pull the power when we're right abeam the numbers. Okay? So, what if the main thing to do is establish that 65 with the power off and start judging where's our numbers, right? Where are we going? If we're too high, there's no more power we can remove, right? The engine's failed. So we're going to start adding flaps. And it's important to understand that if you extend flaps, you can't pull them back up. So do them in stages when you're sure you're going to make the field.
On to 15 for an immediate departure.
We still land with 30, right?
Land whatever it takes, really. If it's a really strong wind and you've extended really far, you might not even need any flaps to try to make it back as quickly as possible.
I see.
And when you're judging as well, if you see you're already low, cut across to final. If you see you're high, you can kind of do almost like a wider turn.
Yes.
Got it?
Okay.
So pre-landing checks.
Yep.
Temperature, pressure, all good. Max, primer, master, all that's fine. Carb heat is out. Mixture full rich. Fuel tanks on both.
Yep.
And I'm going to pull the power here when we're just abeam that aircraft. So right about here. So power coming to idle. First thing I do, get that 65. Look.
Yep.
And I know I'm a little bit far from the runway, so I'm going to start turning in straight away. But I'm trying to get that 65 and straight away trim for it. Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta simulated engine failure after downwind slant final for 15, number 2. You see that? Look.
Yep.
I'm making it back to the runway. I'm cutting across all these base and final legs, right?
Yep.
But look at my airspeed and look at the trim. You see? I'm not touching my hands. It's pretty much flying itself. Now that I get here, I'm judging this. Do you think we're going to make it?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think we're going to need flaps?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So the way it is now, if we do any flaps, it's going to steepen our descent. We're going to get to the grass, right?
Yes.
So as it looks now, we're just about where we need to be, right?
Yep.
We can do an engine warm-up at 500 above ground. I'll just make one just here to simulate what it looks like to be a little bit higher, okay?
Yep.
So say we're coming in like this, we're still 65, and I see, okay, we're high now, right?
Yep.
At this point, I would say 10 degrees.
Yep.
The airspeed starts slowing down. I'm going to pitch the nose down, right?
Yep.
And you see that? It makes us closer to the runway now. And if I know I'm going to make the field, typically what I do is I just dump the flaps to full here to help me with the slowing down.
Okay.
And you see the airspeed goes down, I pitch down to maintain it. And then here, it's just a normal flare. Just like you would with power idle in the flare. So pitch up and up and up and up and up and hold it off, and there it is. Alright?
Yep.
So full power, I'll do an overshoot. And be careful when you're doing the overshoot, because we've trimmed it for 65, you're going to have to untrim it a bit.
Yes.
It really wants to climb. Any questions?
Nope.
You want to try that again?
Sure.
Perfect. You have control? Good. Don't worry, I'll make the radio call for the engine failure.
Yep.
Just focus on getting that 65, trimming it out, and making your turn towards the field.
Alright. Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta's on crosswind for 15.
This is pretty much the last portion before solo, right?
Yep.
To prepare you that you know what to do and you can safely land the plane if the engine fails on your first solo.
Right.
Fingers crossed it won't happen.
Brampton traffic, Oscar Zulu Delta's on downwind for 15.
Alright, good.
I've got some nice skydiving pictures from the plane, and I have a few sundogs.
Sun dots? Oh, the halo?
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
Brampton traffic, Foxtrot Mike Oscar is over the Caledon ground, it's 2,400 and heading northbound, switching to practice area frequency.
And there we go. Up down, avionics master. Oh, that sounded rough. Master off. Alternator off. Fuel selector low. Parking brake. Control lock. Aircraft secure. And my mind is secure.
Yep.